Supreme Court of the State of New York, County of New York, and the people of the State of New York against Donald J. Trump, defendant. The grand jury of the County of New York, by this indictment, accuses the defendant of the crime of falsifying business records in the first degree. Falsifying business records in the first degree? Well, I mean, that can't be good. That can't be. That's not. It's probably a misdemeanor, though, I'm sure, right? I'm just going to read. There's 34 counts, 34 fucking felonies. And if he's, the cops wouldn't have goddamn the indictment. They wouldn't have laid down an indictment unless he's guilty, right? 34 fucking charges. One fucking felony's bad enough, but 34 fucking felonies? My God, how is Donald Trump going to get out of prison? He's going to be in prison for the rest of his life. 34 felonies? Yeah, right. Donald Trump is the rich and powerful. He's the plutocracy. Didn't he have that lawsuit with Epstein? Him and Epstein, apparently. Well, that's an accusation, but war criminals, Epstein fucking criminals. If you're rich and powerful, apparently you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do. So even though Donald Trump has 34 fucking felony charges, I don't think anything. I feel like nothing will happen to him. And this is. I don't give a shit about the Stormy Daniels stuff, but they do take campaign finance violations very fucking serious. I've seen a lot of people go down because of campaign. The FEC, the Federal Election Commission, they take people down for campaign violations. And so, falsifying business records, okay. Let's see here. In violation of Penal Law 175.10. Trying to get the work done, so I get to read 16 pages of. So Donald Trump is being accused of falsifying business records in the first degree in violation of Penal Code 175.10. The defendant in the County of New York and elsewhere on or about February 14th, 2017. So this is Valentine's Day, 6 years ago. With the intent to defraud, intent to commit another crime, and aid and conceal. If anything, he paid too much for that blowjob. That has got to be, that's like a Monica Lewinsky blowjob. That blowjob was too damned expensive. It's like, Jesus Christ. Just go Marilyn Manson, Why cause a false entry in the business records of an enterprise, to wit, an invoice from Michael Cohen, dated February 14th, 2017, marked as a record of the Donald J. Trump Revocable Trust and kept and maintained by the Trump Organization. Second count. And the grand jury aforesaid by this indictment further accuses the defendant of the crime of falsifying business records in the first degree in violation of Penal Code 175.10. Again, defendant, February 17th. Seems like it's the same thing, but now we're saying an entry in the detailed general ledger. So something about an invoice from Michael Cohen, but now we've got an entry in the detailed general ledger for the revocable trust. Voucher number 842457, third count. Falsifying business records in the first degree, again 175.10. Again, February 14th, 2017. Commit another crime, aid and conceal a commission thereof, made and caused a false entry. What the fuck are we talking about here? Fourth account, falsifying business records. And you shouldn't falsify a business record. I was actually seeing one of the old perjury cases in Colorado, and the person was applying for a liquor license, and they said, did you ever have your liquor license revoked for any reasons in the past? And the guy said, no, I have not. And then it turned out he did. And then they said, so how is that sentence? You said, no, I have not. How is that not perjury? You wrote it down on a piece of paper. 6 years. The maximum for perjury, it's a class 4 felony. It's 6 years. Fifth count in the grand jury aforesaid by this indictment further accuses the defendant of the crime of falsifying business records in the first degree in violation of Penal Code 175.10 committed as follows. The defendant in the County of New York and elsewhere on or about March 16th, 2017 through March 17th, 2017 with the intent to defraud and the intent to commit another crime and aid and conceal the commission thereof, made and caused a false entry in the business records of an enterprise, to wit, an invoice from Michael Cohen, February 16th, 2017. What the fuck? March 16th. Okay. 6 count falsifying business records. Detailed general ledger, voucher number 846907, falsifying business records 175.10. Conceal the commission of the 147, check stub, Trump revocable trust. The 8th count, falsifying. Okay, so far 8 fucking felonies. I mean, you either falsified the document or you didn't falsify the document. And usually he's got lawyers and accountants who does that shit for him, so he could probably be like, well, I didn't know nothing about none of the stuff. They did that stuff. I didn't. And then even if he did the stuff, they can't recall. Motherfuckers just get on the stand and just can't recall shit, huh? I can't recall. I don't remember. So many lies were said on the stand. Victor Hummel, he didn't remember the week before that he came out there. Oh, I don't remember. I said it smells like a Caucasian. You don't remember me saying it smells like a Caucasian? You don't remember you and Schultz and some woman. There's a female Costilla County Sheriff's Office that was a detective that was their deputy that was out there. No, I don't remember that. Hunter Vasquez didn't remember me either. What, you came in? I don't remember. No, I don't remember running your name and then getting a video and then shrugging my shoulders to your damn... You don't remember any of that? That was my first experience. Hey, police officer, there's a crime that just happened. Can you do the thing? No, you can't. You can't be a cop to the... They want to fuck me over for firing 3 warning shots. But let's just presume... an accusation by a person you trust, even if they're a liar. Let's say that's the threshold. An accusation by a person you trust. So I trust myself and I know the stuff that I've seen. So if we use their standard against them, somebody once said, it's not about what you do, it's about who you do it to. Well, that's the problem with America, is that we have the rule of law, which means you can't commit a crime against me. If I was to punch you in your face and I go to jail, but then you punch me, I get out of jail, and then you punch me in my face and then nothing happens to you, that's fucking bullshit. Fuck you. What the fuck is the point of that stupid shit? Life ain't fair. Life ain't fair, said a big fat fucking child abusing hippopotamus. Maybe because it's you're a violent piece of shit and you're making life unfucking fair. Maybe that's why life ain't. Why the fuck ain't life fucking fair? You play by the rules and you work hard. You should be able to eke out a sustenance, a bare existence, a bare bones existence. Are you kidding me? So, falsifying business records, falsifying business records, falsifying business records. Let's see, 10th count, falsifying business records. Account 2017, account business records, Michael Cohen, business records, falsifying business records in the first degree, voucher number 855331, Trump Organization, business records, 34 felonies though, It would be, I feel like we do need to, there are some white corporate crime, there's some white collar corporate crime that's just as bad as, rape, murder, robbery. Don't hit, don't rob, don't rape, don't murder. I feel like these should be easy things. But you have to spell it out for a fucking wicked society. You gotta really spell it out for a wicked society. So when I think of felonies, those are the things I think of. And so when this falsifying business records, he's gonna come out looking squeaky clean because you threw 34 fucking felonies on him. It's almost like, in terms of negotiation, if a person comes at you and say, I got a Butterfinger, and they want my Butterfinger, and I really want my Butterfinger, so the demand is high. And they say, okay, I like your Butterfinger. Why don't you throw out an offer? And I say, $1 million. $1 million for your fucking bugger. Fuck you. What the fuck are you talking about? $1 million for your fucking... Okay, I'm sorry. 100,000. 100? Are you fucking crazy? $100? $1? How about a dime? How about 10 cents? How about a penny? How about I'll just give you the damn Butterfinger. You just take the Butterfinger. By saying $1 million, I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry that I asked for so fucking much. I thought you was a really rich person, and I thought that you would have happily paid that much for a Butterfinger. You're really hungry. The demand is high. Yeah, I know, but it's $1, motherfucker. It's a fucking $2, and then once you've ate it, it's gone. So it's like enjoyable for fucking 10 seconds. $1 million, you asshole. This is starting to feel like that. Well, he's a felon. Look at all these felons. He's felonies. He's none of these are assaults. None of these are sexual assaults. There was a thing with the Epstein lawsuit. Whatever happened to the Epstein lawsuit? Apparently, if you're rich and powerful, you could, declare war on anybody and hang out with Epstein and probably commit a whole bunch of fucking crimes that I'm not even privy to and the public don't even know. What the fuck is the rich up to? Why were so many rich motherfuckers in cahoots with that fucking Epstein? Why were so many motherfucking people in cahoots with that fucking Epstein? Somebody said it's not the American people that's bad, but the leadership. But in order for the leadership to be maintained, we bombed Iraq, saying to the Iraqi people that they deserved the collateral damage. We killed innocent people, but ultimately they weren't innocent because they didn't overthrow their dictator. We gave you a chance to overthrow Saddam, and you didn't do it. So since you waited for us to do it, we're doing our best here. But if we have to break a couple eggs in order to make this omelet, if we got to break 1 million eggs, if we got to kill 1 million Iraqi lives in order to overthrow Saddam, then so be it. So we expected the Iraqi people to overthrow their dictator, but meanwhile, we're being run by an oligarchical plutocracy here, and they commit crime after crime after crime. There is no rule of law. Our democracy is ailing. I mean, there's elections still, but check stub, bearing number, 17th count, falsifying business records. I'm just going to actually... Oh... Redundant. 19th count. I guess they're going to say if you get the first 2 or 3 counts and then the rest of these counts, then people will see, oh, okay, so he is committing this crime. He's writing these checks out, and it's not just falsifying business record. I mean, how many times they paid, Stormy Daniels $130,000? They said it's mostly having to do with her. So it's about the $10,000 checks. Are they doing it like 13 different installment payments? Just write one fucking check, and actually, Jesus Christ, why did you write the check? Just put money in an envelope and just, be careful with what you say. If you say anything, just here's some money. Here's some money. Mr. Trump says, you're a good sport. Keep on being a good sport. All right. And then it's between you and them, how much cash was exchanged or given. And again, it's a fucking blowjob. My God, no wonder Donald Trump's such a fucking asshole. Melania clearly doesn't fucking love him. Nobody loves the poor fucking guy. I mean, his fucking fans are like, let him piss and shit on him, but that's not love. You got to be able to stand up to. No, Donald, I don't think you being a fucking asshole on Twitter all day long is going to be good for America. It's almost like you don't know what you're doing. Shouldn't you be passing a legislation or like talking to some world leaders or something? Shouldn't you check military base? Shouldn't you be doing like not what you're doing? An invoice, Michael Cohen, detail ledger, voucher number, 22nd count, falsifying business record in the first degree, check number, falsifying 23rd account, redundant 24th account, redundant 25th account, redundant 26th account, an invoice, redundant 27th account, penal code 17510, 28th account, the defendant in the county of New York, on or about October 18th, on or about, right around October 18th, 2017, 16, 18, on about, right around 2017, give or take a decade, 29th count, redundant 30th count, redundant 31st account, redundant 32nd account, 32nd count, 33rd, let's see, redundant, 34, felonies, I mean, you shouldn't lie on your business records. And I'm glad somebody's pressing charges against him. I feel like this is like the JFK assassination when you had that prosecutor that tried to charge the CIA or something. It's like, I'm glad somebody tried something. Jesus Christ. Motherfucker, like, we should throw him out for the emoluments clause. He was still running his hotels and getting fucking foreign donations. You're a foreigner. You were a foreign diplomat. You were a foreign head of state and you stayed at Trump Hotel and Trump fucking profited off that shit. Did they pay or did we pay for that? Talk about a grift. It's like, hey, elect me president so my hotels can make more money than what they've ever made in their lives. Alvin L. Bragg Jr. Okay, so 34 counts. All of them falsifying business records. So 34 counts of falsifying business records. That's not campaign violations. Campaign violations is, pretty big. Falsifying business records. Yeah, this is something a little bit different. Falsifying business records. So I'm not for sure exactly what they're... I wish they would just tell us. Alvin L. Bragg Jr., District Attorney. He filed this for the court, and the court has their own rules and shit. But he should just, like, in layman's terms, just say what the hell this is all about. And here you have the indictment, and then either it's a true bill, either yes or no. Do you like me, yes or no? So, what did you think that I would do at this moment? Standing beside you with tears in your eyes. Did you think I could hurt you? Did you think I couldn't love you? And to all the thin blue line assholes, I heard that cops are crying. No! No! The head fascist in chief ain't the fucking commander in chief no more, so he doesn't have, even with all the fucking, he doesn't even know what his power was. He's not a lawful person. He's an asshole. He has to get his advice from this person and that person, and so if they don't interpret, they have to interpret the Constitution for him and then come up with the ideas. Wouldn't you rather somebody who understands America, the federalism, the balance of powers, the Constitution, Bill of Rights, and know what they're able to do and what they're not able to do, and then do things that's in the best interest of the country? More like Obama. Don't you want... Can we get Barack Obama back? Michelle Obama says she don't give a shit about any of us. You want the power? She says no, she only wants power over Barack. That's been good enough for her. Does she want the power, the responsibility? She wants power over us, sure, but the responsibility... have to fucking talk to us and make speeches. I bet we'll see the Obamas come back. We'll see the Obamas. You got Sasha and Malia. Maybe they'll run the country for us. It's so crazy. I used to look up to all these fucking celebrities, and these fucking celebrities, they don't run for governor and they don't run for president. So it's like, you're just making a fucking scene, so we just kind of look at the fucking bullshit scene that you're making, and that's, it's like Robert Downey Jr. What a fucking asshole. Watch your movies, listen to you, pay attention to what you're saying. I mean, I don't know. Are you going to run for governor or president? Because if you're not, it seems like you're just kind of being a fucking asshole. Now, if you're going to run for president or governor, well, that makes sense. I mean, he's an asshole because he's fighting for the people. He's trying to... And then I heard this other fucking guy was on a comedy show, and he was like, you know why I don't run for office? Because I'm a coward. I don't want to stick my neck out there for anybody or anything. And actually, the more I think about politics, I think the campaign, when I was younger, I used to really like the campaign, the idea of the campaign. I still do. But ultimately, if you get the job, you get the job. So the campaign could be a day. The campaign could be a lifetime. The campaign could be 10 years. But if you're campaigning to, say, I don't know, be a clerk and you walked in and you said, hey, can I be a clerk? And they say, yes. Boom. Campaign's over. Now, if they say no, well, who knows what you have to do at that point. Find another person, go over their head, find another place, find another clerk job. Who knows? Maybe you could go back and campaign for months. Oh, I'll be a really good clerk. I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. And just hit it hard. Get 100 no's. Why get one no when you could get 100 no's? So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that you could become sheriff without having a fucking exciting campaign. I think actually that's how a lot of politics is. It's like, who's running? The people that are voting. It's like the only Democrat or Republicans, all they give a shit about. So as long as they got somebody in the bracket that they can put a little check mark behind. Oh, America.